Morning, guys. So this is the first official morning of having vegan breakfasts, but I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning. It's not 2 o'clock now. I've been back to bed for a little bit and got back up again. I'm just like still my nightie because I'm not that awake yet. But what I've decided to do this morning, because it's really cold here right now, is I'm going to make use of some eggplant and onion that I half baked earlier. I can't even, words is hard. Just come down here and have a look at what I'm up to. So basically what I have is some eggplant and some onion, a red capsicum, bell pepper, whatever you want to call it, red chili, and a tin of peeled plum tomatoes. Now all of those, I'm going to make a little veggie stew and I'm going to have that on toast, I think. Okay, so I'm just turning a thingy on and I'm going to get some olive oil, just a little scooch, scooch, and we're going to pop everything in pretty much. We've got all of those. This is very similar to what they have in Romania called as a kush. I think I said that right. Similar flavors. Probably not exactly the same. In fact, it's not exactly the same thing, but it's very similar. And at some point, I might make one from scratch. But this is very similar, and I happen to like things like this on toast for breakfast. I actually don't mind them like for tea either, if you want something a little bit lighter, because this is going to be way too much for one meal for me. So I'm going to have it for a couple of days, I think. Well, I can do other things with it, you know, so I'll probably have it for breakfast this morning and then have it with something else for tea. I don't know, pardon me. I'm just gonna, because those onions are already partially sauteed off, I'm just gonna add our tomatoes in and just smash them up. You can use crushed tomatoes for that too if you have them. We just don't have enough left. We don't have any left. We only had plum tomatoes, so that's what I'm doing this. You can even use fresh tomatoes if you wanted to. If it's middle of the season, it's a great time to use them. So use them. Alright, that should do it. So we're going to cook this down now for quite a while. Like, well, say quite a while. Probably until it looks a little stew-like. So probably about 20 minutes or so. In the meantime, if you guys keep an eye on this, then I can go and get dressed, and that would be cool. I'll be back. Keep an eye on it. Okay, so it looks like we're done. Thanks for keeping an eye out on that. I really do appreciate it. Now, I have decided not to have toast this morning. I'm going to have teddy. I am. I'm going to have teddy crumpets with my veggie stew. Okay, so we're going to just serve that up a sec. Give me 2 seconds. I need a spoon, I think. Might be the best way of doing this. So you can pop. Almost plenty. Now I do prefer to have a bigger breakfast than a bigger meal later in the day. It helps me, and it means that I get to work some of it off. So what I'm also going to do, because I'm naughty, is I'm going to use some of the bacon bit kind of things that I made a few weeks back. I'll put a link to this. at the end to the video for this, and well, to the playlist that has these two in it, because I've also got some vegan parmesan that I made as well, so I'm just going to sprinkle that on top as well. Yum! Yeah! And that is my breakfast. It's really simple. It's taken a few moments, but you know what? I got dressed in the middle and grabbed a brew, so I'm all good. So give it a crack. The recipe's down below, and I will see you guys. It's morning number 2. I'm gonna do like a tofu scramble. It's really quick, really simple. Come have a look. Okay, so I have some tomato and spring onion I have left over from last night's dinner, which was pressing half a block of tofu. I have some spinach, garlic powder, turmeric, a little bit of calamaric, which is black salt. You don't have to use this if you don't want to, but I choose to. And I've got some black pepper. Let's get over to the pan. Oh yeah, and while that's going on, I'm going to put these in the oven really, really quick, because they'll be done by the time we've done. Okay, so I'm just going to turn our pan on, get the olive oil, start that off first. A little bit of that, just a drizzle, just a drizzle. We're going to saute off our veg, and while that's going on in there, and it doesn't matter that it's not sauteed yet, we can actually just crumble our tofu straight into here. Yes, it's got a little bit of liquid on it, but you know what? If you want to press it and get yourself organised, do it the night before. And then it's all pressed, ready to go. So, I like to have a little texture in mine. There we are. Oh. Now, we're going to add our spices. We're going to have you can use raw garlic if you want. That's half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, we're going to put, ooh, my hands are wet. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder in there. Now that's more for colour than anything else. Now this stuff, the black salt. Ugh, trying to open it. Damn it. Oh, give me a sec. Got it. Alright, you do not want any more than that. Well, maybe a tiny bit more than that. But you want less than a pinch. It's very potent stuff, but it's there to give you the eggy flavour if that's what you want. And then we're going to do a little shake of some ground pepper. Okay. I'm just going to mix it all up. Right. Nice. Fabulous. Now that that's going quite nicely, we're going to put a sprinkle of spinach over the top. Okay, and let that just wilt in. Alright. Now, that's going to take about 5-6 minutes from now. Not even that. Don't think I've got time to get things as well. Yeah, I do. Back in a second. Keep an eye on that lot, will you? Okay. That's me dressed. That's all that almost done. Just got a couple of minutes to wait for the baguette. It's not long. Breakfast is done. That smells yum. It really, really does. Okay. Nice. Right, I'm going to put all my jars away, and by the time I've done that, put everything away, made it a bit tidier in here, the bread will be ready. I'm going to turn that down to the lowest possible setting and let it stay warm. Okay, so we're done. We are done. It's been about 5 minutes. I put everything away. As you can see, my bench is nice and clean. I'm actually gonna cut this in half and then half again. Ow, ow, ow. Warm bread. Ow, stop it. Okay. Alright. Now these are just part baked breads, so they only take a very quick amount of time to do. Normally I would butter my bread, but I'm not going to this morning. Oh, far out. Everything's falling. It's okay. We'll survive it. I'm just going to pop this straight in. Because it's so fresh, I may get away with not needing the butter, and that would be good, because that's a major downfall of mine. Right, so it's really simple. I've got a little bit that I'm going to use for my lunch, and yeah, I'm off. See you guys later. Hey guys, so it's day 3 of vegan breakfast this morning. And you remember Burke? Yes, Burke. As in, Burke, feed me. This is my starter, my sourdough starter. And yes, it's huge. So I'm going to use some of this morning for my breakfast. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is turn it on. Let's turn the gas on. I'm going to get this pan relatively hot. It's not quite as hot as it can get. You don't want it that hot because you want these to cook. I'm going to put a little bit of oil, just whatever oil you've got, really, let's be fair. Right, and get a little flipperator and get that. I'm just going to get a starter as it is and drop dollops like that, just like they're pancakes, in the middle of the pan. Probably only want 2. I don't want any more than that. Do I want 3? No, because I'm actually going to do some mushrooms to go with this. So yeah, I don't want 3. Now that is going straight in the water. If you don't have a sink full of water when you're working with sourdough starter, you're an idiot, because this shit turns to concrete. And now we just got to wait for that to cook. Okay, so this has got to the point now, a couple of minutes later, where it's ready to flip. See all your little bubbles? Yeah. Flippity-doo. Woohoo. Flip that. Nice. Okay, while all of that's finishing off, I'm going to bring you over to the bench very quickly. Because on my sourdough pancakes, I'm going to have mushrooms. So, and I'm going to do them in a creamy sauce with some turmeric, thyme, dried coriander, and some ground cumin. Okay, so we're going to turn our stove back on. We want this up pretty high, and I'm going to put some olive oil in here. And then straight in with the chunky sliced mushrooms. There they go. Yum, yum, yum. Fabulous. Yummy yums. Now, next, we want a half teaspoon of cumin. Oops. Half teaspoon of turmeric. Half teaspoon of the grated coriander seed, or ground coriander seed. Oof. And oof. I need some time. Let's get that out of the jar. Ah! Jeebus. Being an asshole this morning. Right. That'll do. Okay. You probably got about half a teaspoon there as well, which is fine. Now we've just got to saute them off. Make it all yummy. I want some colour on those mushrooms. Don't want the sticks. Right. But they're going to do better if I bugger off and get dressed and leave them to it, so that I'm not moving them around all over the place, making them let go of their liquids. So I'll be back. Okay, next we've got half a punnet of that left, so we're going to use that. And that's just a basic plant-based cream cheese. That's all it is. But I've also discovered it's very expensive, so we're going to have to, well, not that I've discovered it, I know it's very expensive. So I'm going to have to learn how to make it myself somehow. I'll figure it out. Okay. And that's it. It's done. Yum yum. Okay, so all that's left to do now is pour this mountain of joy all over my sourdough starter pancake. And then maybe, just maybe, I might sprinkle some of my vegan parmesan on it too. Don't worry, there'll be links to it. Okay, and that's day 3. We're done. It's all good. Yum yum. See you in a bit. Okay, so it's day 4 this morning of my vegan breakfast. First week of vegan breakfast, and I'm tired and I feel like poop this morning. Nothing to do with this, I don't think. I think I've just not been sleeping well. I'm having trouble with my machine. But yeah, I need to do this quick and simple and just get it done. Okay, so I'm going to chuck a tiny bit of olive oil in there, not loads. No more than about a tablespoon maybe. And I'm just going to chuck, I'm going to turn it down quickly. Just pop a couple of mushrooms sliced up straight in the pan. Actually, I'm going to turn that up, bugger it. Let's just get it done, hey? Just 2, 3, 4, and 5. That'll do. And then I'm going to get some of the Brussels sprouts left over from our roast dinner. Just slice them straight in. in half. Like I said, I'm not feeling so great this morning, but we'll just get there. Okay, that's a few more. Ooh. It's starting to go brown and yummy now, which means I can add my noodles. And I'm going to add flavour packet at this point. I don't want the noodle water to be very high. And I'm just going to do a splash of soy, because it's very salty. And there's already a lot of salt in that flavour packet. And and splodge sweet chilli. This is yummy, and it's what I want. Right, so this at this point should be able to split open. There we go. Now that should help with the whole cooking process and make it a lot bigger. And we're done. It's only taken a couple of minutes. No more than about 2-3 minutes. So it's probably not the most healthy of them that I've done, because I added in all that sweet chili sauce and stuff, but you know what? It's what I want. And it's plant-based, so I'm not gonna spout about that. I'm not gonna get upset with myself, because I still done the right thing. So here we go, day 4. See you tomorrow. Okay, so this morning's day 5 of week 1 of vegan breakfast, or plant-based breakfast, and this morning is my favourite. I haven't had this for ages because I haven't had a blender, but now that I have a blender, I'm going to have this. Now you need 2 bananas to start off with. Right, and you're going to, doesn't matter the ripeness, except I'm a bit icky about touching very ripe bananas, so yeah, this is a bit fun for me. Okay, so we got those, they're in. Now you want about £250 of orange juice. Or half and half orange and apple juice. Or if you can get tropical juice, or the juice of your choice, really. Okay, for this. But about 500 to 750 mils of whatever you want. And then you want a scoop of spirulina. Now, when I lived in New Zealand, I lived on this stuff. I drank it every single day because they sell it in the shops, and it's made fresh every morning. And when my kids came along, I got them to drink it by calling it pond scum cocktail. So therefore it sticks its name. It's one of the yummiest things on the planet, and it's so damn good for you. Right, let's see if I can get this thing to work now. You know. And that's it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have my breakfast. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, so it's day 6 of our plant-based breakfast, and this morning I'm gonna do a Maca smoothie. So we're going to have our bananas. I'm going to be putting in a good spoon of the Maca. Oh, it smells amazing actually. I'm going to add these last random cashews because I have more coming. Oh. A few sesame seeds. Not loads, but some. Salt the clickers. Some almonds. Crunch. Some sunflower seeds. Put another handful of those in. Oof. And then, just to top it off, we're going to put in some hemp seeds. Nice little tablespoon of that. Lots of yummy things, good for us things, all of that kind of stuff. And on top of that, I'm going to add my water, because at the end of the day, this is basically going to make its own sort of plant-based milk. So, you know, be a nice chunky one though. Num num num. Let's go. Now I'm going to leave it going for a couple of minutes because I want it to thicken up and take advantage of all those nuts and things in there to make as smooth a milk as possible. So yeah. Okay, so basically all I did was I was away long enough to put the jars away in the cupboard. So maybe a minute and a half and you've got yourself a really nice thick smoothie. Okay, and there you go. Yummy scrummy Maca and nut milk and yumminess. I'm off. See ya. Okay, so this morning being day 7, I thought I'd treat myself. So I'm going to use up some of the leftover veg we've had from yesterday's experiments in the kitchen. Well, you know. And making onion rings and potato scallops, and I'm going to roast those off with a couple of other things. So just pop all these in here. Oh, bugger it. Just chuck them in. What am I doing? There we go. Sorted. I've got a random piece of cauliflower from in the fridge. So I'm going to chuck that one in quarters and chuck that in there as well. Got some tomatoes. I'm just going to have 2 of those. I'm just going to pop 2 of those in there. Quarter them first, chuck them in. Then shrooms. There we go. Shrooms. Simple. A couple more. I've got a couple more, so we'll chuck a couple more in. And then I'm going to drizzle them a little bit of olive oil and some a little bit curry powder, and then they're going in the oven at gas mark 4, which is 180 degrees C. And I'm going to bugger off and do my stuff that I do in the morning while that's doing its thing. That's it. Okay, so we're going to get this done. We bought some part bakes. These are actually They are vegan, they're just bread. And so they've just come out of the oven, as you can see. Whoosh. Now, next thing I've done is, while you guys weren't here, I was throwing together some vegan hollandaise, which, if you want the recipe, I will put in a card just above. So if you have a look on the right hand side, you'll see it. A link to the recipe video for the vegan hollandaise, which is serious kitchen wizardry at its best. So I'm just whack on a bit of that. Yum, yum, yum. And then I'm going to get our... Ooh! No. I'm going to grab a few little bits of spinach. Stick those in. And we're going to get our little roast veggies, which have had a few minutes to cool down. So I might just be able to whap those through here. Nom nom nom. Oof. Yum. Get a little bit of tomato. A little bit of tomato, another bit of tomato, another bit of tomato, a bit of cauliflower, bish bash bosh, a little bit of the tater. Right, and there we go, all done. Oh, mushroom, wait, mushroom, yum. Okay, so this is more of a brunch for me. It's a little bit later in the morning, but that's okay. Now, if you really, really wanted to, and you're feeling really a bit naughty, just drizzle a little bit more of the hollandaise on top. What? Yum! Okay, I'm off. This concludes week one of plant-based breakfast. I'm a happy chicken. I'm going to have my brunch, and yeah, I will see you guys then. Okay guys, so if you're interested in having a look at what I'm doing on a closer level, or you want to do it yourself, if you have a look in the description below, there is my email address. You will find it there, and I will shoot you off a copy of the 5 weekly rotational menu that I have put together. It's only there as a guideline, it's not there as anything else. If you want specific recipes or anything like that, just chuck us a line and I will throw them in. I am working on getting the blog better at this point, so right now the best way to do it is just chuck us an email, and I will, like I said, I will answer you. I will send you a copy of the menu plans, and yeah, any recipes that you require. Yep. And yeah, so I'm gonna go and see you next week. So yeah, if you do like this video, if you do want to watch more videos like this, please do like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, choose the all option, and like this video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.